Hey guys, so today I'm going to finally show you how I made the favors for my sister's wedding. There was two different kinds. There was a bubble kind and then a little champagne kind. This is what the little bubble things look like. Look like this. It's just a little bubble that was I wrapped something around it, and then I wrapped some tulle and ribbon and then put in the rings, and so it was pretty easy to do. So it's easy to open up to. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to make this today, and if I have time I'm going to show you how to make the other one, which just looks like this. It's like a little champagne glass with a little tea light in it. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and get started because this might take a while because I tried to film this already like 2 or 3 times. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna list the things that you need, and then I'm gonna put you down so you can see what I'm doing. Now for the bubbles, you're obviously gonna need some bubbles. You're gonna need some scissors. Make sure that the scissors that you have are pretty sharp, because the ribbon and the tulle, they need to be cut, and especially the ribbon, if you don't have sharp scissors, the ribbon will get frayed, so you don't want that. You're gonna need some tulle, you're gonna need some ribbon, you're gonna need some labels, a printer computer, and some rings that look similar to this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put you down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so for the bubbles, you can find the bubbles, they look like this whenever they come out of the little packaging. Here, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see, but I think you can see there where there's like writing on it. So you need labels. So the labels that you're gonna need, or the ones that I use, the size that you're gonna need, is the Avery label. I think they're the 5160. And so basically what I did, I just printed out like a little design for the top and for the bottom. In this case, they're just like little bills, and just the name and the date is what you're gonna need. You're gonna take just a white label, and you're going to place it on the outside, just like that. You're just gonna wrap it around, and this was just the easiest way that I found without any ribbon to make it, to put on there what I needed for it to be put, or to, you know, to brand it. Because my earlier design, I don't know if you guys remember, this is what the earlier design looked like. I had like a thing, something happened with the ribbon, I couldn't find the color, and so and this little label thing on the top, I couldn't find a label that was small enough to be able to place on here and also put her name and his name and the date. So I had to change the design a little bit. So I came up with this idea. So basically, you're just going to just wrap the label around. Just make sure that it's on there and it matches up to what you have over here on this other side. So now it just looks like this. And from there, you're going to need some tulle. Now the tulle that I picked, because since there's writing on there, I picked a clear tulle for the bubbles. It looks like this. Not clear, but it's white. It's just like a knitting kind of fabric. This is about 8 inches, and what you're going to do is just going to set the bubble on top, and you're going to wrap it. And it's important because part of this is longer, like on the sides. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. It's on the sides are they're longer, so make sure that you grab the shorter side so they won't get left out whenever you do wrap the ribbon around it. Now the ribbon obviously can be, the tulle and the ribbon can be any color you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be white. I just picked a white because it was gonna be clear so they could see the name and stuff, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do. This is the ribbon that I used. It's like a purpley color, and it's kind of like a neon purple, kind of like a neon purple. And I don't know if it's coming out blue in the camera, but it's not blue, it's purple. You're gonna need to cut out about let's see, about 8 inches also. And one of the tips that I would recommend would be that if you're going to do a lot of favors, that you would already cut out the ribbon. And while you're cutting out the ribbon, make sure you have something like a pen or something, or like a pencil on the table that you're gonna use, or paper maybe that you've laid down, where you can mark off the edge of like where it stops and where it ends, so that whenever you cut it out, they'll all be the same size. So that helps a lot. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your ribbon and you're gonna tie it. Hopefully you had this already pre-made, which I did. What you're gonna do is you're gonna tie the ribbon to the rings, and make sure that they're like in the middle of the ribbon. Pretty much. I mean, this doesn't have to be perfect, but the closer it is, the better for you. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna tie. You're gonna kind of like you're gonna lay down the rings there, and that a little groove that you have, or the little bubbles have right there. You're gonna make sure that the rings are on top of like the front part of the label. So you're gonna wrap the ribbon around and make sure it's on as tightly, and because you have been, you have to pull the tool tight also, so it's gonna be taut, and you're wrapping it around. I don't know if you just saw what I did, but I wrapped it around, and then this ribbon is gonna go below the rings. And the reason why it's gonna go below the rings is because you're gonna tie it, and when the rings fall down, that way the knot is less noticeable. So you're gonna tie that as tight as you can, and then tie it again. Just a regular knot. So the knot looks like that. And like I was saying about the scissors, they have to be sharp, because if they're not sharp, then the ribbon's gonna get frayed. So I just cut off the side right there and right there. And if you have to adjust it a little bit, like to move it like to the middle, do that. And then you have so much other, depending on how big you want this little top thing to be. I didn't want it really long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it off. And so now you have your little bubble favor. So that was really, really easy to do. So yeah, that's it. Keep watching. I should be posting my other video on the other one. I should be doing it right after this. So that's what they look like. Thanks for watching.